My boss fired me for taking a day off to attend my grandmother's funeral. Yesterday, his car broke down outside the cemetery where I now work. Lisa, I don't care if it's your grandmother's funeral. Either you come in tomorrow or don't bother coming back at all. My boss's voice was cold over the phone as I stood in the funeral home, still in my black dress, making final arrangements. I'd worked at Morton Financial for 6 years, never called in sick, never took a vacation day without approval 3 months in advance. I'd missed my college roommate's wedding because we were short-staffed and postponed surgery for a painful gallstone because it was quarter end. But this was my grandmother parent-died woman who raised me after my parents died. The woman who worked 2 jobs to put me through college, her funeral wasn't negotiable. I understand, Mr. Keller. I won't be in tomorrow. There was a pause. Then consider yourself terminated. Return your keycard to HR. That night, I cried more for my job than my grandmother, and that made me cry even harder from the guilt. What would she think of me now? 47 job applications later, I was still unemployed, my savings dwindling. Then I saw a posting, groundskeeper pair in Rolling Hills Cemetery. The same cemetery where we'd buried Ramama. The pay was less than half what I'd made at Morton, but it came with a small apartment on the grounds. I took it. There was something peaceful about tending the gardens, trimming grass around headstones, planting flowers for grieving families. Every morning, I'd bring fresh flowers to Grandma's grave and tell her about my day. I think you'd like it here, I told her one morning. It's quiet, people respect each other. No one screams because the quarterly reports are late. I was watering roses near the front gate yesterday when a sleek black Mercedes pulled up, smoke pouring from under the hood. A man in an expensive suit jumped out frantically, waving his arms as the engine sputtered and died. It took me a moment to recognize Mr. Keller without his usual power stance behind his mahogany desk. He was pacing phone to his ear, face red with frustration. No, I cannot wait an hour. I have a meeting with the board in 20 minutes. This contract is worth millions. When he hung up, he finally noticed me standing there with my watering can. Recognition dawned slowly in his eyes. What are you? He looked at my uniform, the cemetery logo embroidered on my shirt. You work here now at a cemetery? I nodded. 6 months now. He glanced at his watch. Look, I need to get downtown immediately. Can you call me a cab, or better yet, could you drive me? I'll pay you. The old me would have jumped at his command, desperate for approval. But standing there among the peaceful graves, including my grandmother's, I felt something shift inside me. I am sorry, Mr. Keller, but I am on the clock. Summon to your policy, I can't leave the grounds during my shift. This is a multi-million-dollar deal. I'll pay you a week's salary, whatever you make in this place. I smiled. That's very generous. But I don't care if it's your $1 million meeting. Either you find another way there or don't bother trying to close the deal at all. The blood drained from his face as he heard his own words thrown back at him. Hi, here's a bus. Stop about a mile down the road, I added, pointing. If you hurry, you might catch the 3:15 downtown. I watched him walk away, designer shoes inappropriate for the long walk, shoulders slumped in his expensive suit. Then I turned back to watering the roses, bright red ones, my grandmother would have loved. Sometimes respect isn't found in corner offices or impressive titles. Sometimes it's found in quiet places where the only performance review that matters is whether you can face yourself and those you've lost with dignity.